Hello and welcome to Health Zone. If you're over the age of 60, chances are you've experienced them. That sudden tightening or spasm in the calf or thigh. Sometimes so painful it wakes you up in the middle of the night. It can come without warning, last for several minutes, and leave you sore for hours after. For many seniors, it's not just a nuisance. It's a recurring discomfort that impacts mobility, sleep, and confidence. Now here's the good news. One of the most effective, natural ways to address leg cramps is right on your plate. What we eat plays a major role in muscle health, nerve function, and hydration, all key factors in preventing muscle spasms. In particular, certain foods are rich in the very nutrients your muscles crave: magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium, all electrolytes that work together to help your muscles contract and relax properly. Let's start with one of the most well-known sources of potassium: bananas. These soft, easy-to-digest fruits are an excellent addition to a senior-friendly diet. Just one banana can provide about 10% of your daily potassium needs. Potassium is essential for smooth muscle contraction, and a deficiency can increase the likelihood of cramps. For older adults who may already be managing blood pressure or heart medications, potassium can also play a supportive role in cardiovascular health. Next up is sweet potatoes. Rich in both potassium and magnesium, sweet potatoes are more than just a comfort food. They're a muscle supporter. Whether baked, mashed, or roasted, they offer a fiber-rich, low-glycemic option that's kind to digestion and incredibly satisfying. Plus, they're packed with antioxidants, which help fight inflammation in aging muscles and joints. Another food that often gets overlooked but deserves a spot in any cramp-fighting plan is the avocado. Avocados provide magnesium and healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated fats that support brain and heart health. Magnesium helps regulate muscle and nerve function, and just half an avocado delivers about 15% of the recommended daily intake. For those managing weight or watching cholesterol, avocados are an excellent nutrient-dense option. Leafy greens are also heroes in this story. Spinach, in particular, is loaded with magnesium and calcium, both of which are critical for muscle contraction. Calcium isn't just about bones. It works alongside magnesium to ensure that muscle cells fire correctly. If there's an imbalance, say too little magnesium or calcium, muscles can misfire, cramp, or seize up. Spinach can be added to omelets, smoothies, or soups, and it blends beautifully into a variety of dishes. Yogurt is another food that plays a dual role. It offers calcium and protein while also delivering probiotics, those beneficial bacteria that help with digestion and absorption. For seniors, this matters. As we age, our bodies sometimes struggle to absorb nutrients efficiently, especially if medications or digestive issues are involved. A daily serving of yogurt can support gut health and ensure calcium gets where it needs to go, including to your muscles. Let's not forget hydration. Dehydration is one of the most common and often overlooked causes of leg cramps, especially in older adults who may have a reduced sense of thirst. Watermelon is a perfect choice. It's over 90% water and also contains potassium. It's refreshing, hydrating, and easy to chew. Eating water-rich fruits like watermelon, oranges, or cucumbers throughout the day can keep fluid levels stable and reduce the risk of nighttime cramps. Speaking of oranges, they're rich in both vitamin C and potassium, but there's another benefit: vitamin C helps the body absorb iron, and iron is essential for oxygen delivery to the muscles. When muscles don't get enough oxygen, they fatigue quickly. And fatigue is a trigger for cramps. Including oranges or citrus fruits in your daily routine can help support both your immune system and your muscular endurance. Let's move on to nuts and seeds, particularly almonds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. These are magnesium powerhouses. Just a small handful provides a large percentage of your daily needs. They're also packed with healthy fats and protein, making them a convenient snack option. For those who have difficulty chewing, nut butters can be a great alternative. Then there's salmon. Wild salmon is a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium. The omega-3s help reduce inflammation, which may not directly cause cramps, but certainly contributes to muscle discomfort in aging adults. Magnesium, again, is essential for muscle relaxation. A well-cooked piece of salmon, once or twice a week, can be a delicious and effective way to nourish muscles from the inside out. Finally, there's coconut water. While plain water is always the best hydrator, coconut water offers the added benefit of natural electrolytes, especially potassium and a bit of sodium. Unlike sugar-heavy sports drinks, coconut water is gentle on the stomach and easy to sip throughout the day. It's especially useful for those who tend to sweat more or live in warmer climates. Now, none of these foods are magical on their own, but together they form a diet that supports hydration, electrolyte balance, and proper muscle function. That's the goal. It's not just about stopping cramps. It's about building a daily routine that strengthens the body, supports independence, and helps seniors move with less pain and more freedom. Of course, if leg cramps become chronic, severe, or don't improve with dietary changes, it's always a good idea to consult a licensed healthcare professional. Sometimes cramps can signal underlying issues like circulation problems, medication interactions, or even nerve damage. But in many cases, a few smart adjustments in the kitchen can bring big relief. So as you plan your next meal or trip to the grocery store, remember this: your muscles speak to you. And often they're asking for nourishment, not just rest. Listen to them, feed them well, and they'll reward you with strength, comfort, and movement that lasts. If you found this information helpful, feel free to like this video, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe for more tips on staying strong, healthy, and active at every age. Thanks for watching, and here's to fewer cramps and happier steps ahead. Leg cramps are a common and often distressing issue for many seniors. These sudden, involuntary muscle contractions typically occur in the legs, especially in the calves, and can last anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes. For older adults, these cramps can be more than just an occasional nuisance. They can significantly disrupt daily life and even affect sleep quality. Imagine being woken up in the middle of the night by a sharp, twisting pain in your leg that leaves you breathless and unable to move. Unfortunately, this scenario is all too familiar for many in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. As we age, our muscles naturally lose mass and elasticity, a process known as sarcopenia. This makes muscles more susceptible to fatigue and cramping. Additionally, seniors are more likely to have medical conditions or be on medications that can impact hydration levels and electrolyte balance, both critical factors in muscle function. For instance, diuretics used to treat high blood pressure or heart failure can deplete potassium and magnesium, two key minerals that help muscles contract and relax properly. A deficiency in these electrolytes often leads to muscle irritability and cramping. Another factor is reduced physical activity. When muscles aren't stretched or used regularly, circulation can become sluggish and tightness may increase. Lack of movement, especially during long periods of sitting or lying down, can lead to pooling of blood in the legs and inadequate oxygen delivery to muscle tissue. This sets the stage for sudden cramps. On the flip side, overexertion during unaccustomed physical activity, like gardening or walking longer distances than usual, can also cause muscle fatigue and result in cramping. Hydration also plays a huge role. As we age, the body's ability to conserve water decreases, and the sensation of thirst may become less pronounced. This means that seniors might not feel thirsty even when they're mildly dehydrated. Dehydration can thicken the blood, reduce circulation, and lower the levels of key electrolytes like sodium and potassium, all of which can trigger cramping. In warm climates or during summer months, the risk increases even more. There are also biomechanical and structural changes that come with aging. Flat feet, poor posture, or spinal issues can affect how weight is distributed across the legs, putting uneven strain on certain muscles and making them more prone to spasm. Circulatory issues, including peripheral artery disease, can also play a role by limiting blood flow to the muscles during rest or activity. And let's not forget nerve health. Nerves control how muscles behave, and with age, nerve conduction can slow, sometimes misfiring and leading to those painful spasms. Despite how common they are, leg cramps in seniors are often misunderstood or brushed off as a normal part of aging. But they can be managed and even prevented with the right strategies. Lifestyle adjustments, including stretching, staying active, hydrating properly, and eating a nutrient-rich diet, can make a huge difference. Understanding the root causes is the first step in preventing leg cramps, improving comfort, and supporting mobility. With the right knowledge and small changes in daily habits, it's entirely possible to reduce both the frequency and intensity of leg cramps and enjoy more restful nights and active days. The food we eat plays a vital role in nearly every function of the human body, and when it comes to muscle health, especially in older adults, diet becomes more than just a source of energy. It becomes a form of support, protection, and even prevention. Muscles require a steady supply of key nutrients to contract and relax efficiently, and when those nutrients are missing, problems like fatigue, weakness, and painful cramps can arise. For seniors whose muscle mass naturally declines with age, getting the right nutrition can help preserve strength, reduce discomfort, and maintain mobility and independence for longer. Muscles rely heavily on a balance of minerals known as electrolytes, such as magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium, to function properly. These nutrients are involved in the electrical signals that tell muscles when to move and when to rest. Even a small deficiency in one of these electrolytes can throw off the delicate balance in the body, leading to involuntary muscle contractions, also known as cramps. For example, magnesium plays a role in relaxing muscles after they've contracted, while calcium triggers the contraction in the first place. Potassium helps regulate nerve impulses that control muscle movements, and sodium supports hydration, allowing the body to transport nutrients efficiently. A diet lacking in these essential nutrients, often the case with highly processed or restricted diets, can increase the risk of muscle discomfort and cramping. Seniors are particularly at risk because of factors like decreased appetite, medication interactions, and sometimes even difficulty chewing or digesting certain foods. These challenges can make it harder to maintain a balanced diet, which in turn can affect muscle health. It's not uncommon for older adults to skip meals or avoid nutrient-dense foods, sometimes without realizing the impact it has on their body's ability to function optimally. In addition to supporting the chemical balance in the muscles, the right diet also helps maintain muscle tissue. Protein, for example, is essential for repairing and rebuilding muscle fibers that naturally break down over time or after physical activity. Without enough protein, muscles weaken and recovery slows. This is especially important for seniors who may already experience slower healing and more muscle loss due to aging. Furthermore, certain vitamins also play supporting roles. Vitamin D helps with calcium absorption and muscle function, and vitamin B12 is essential for healthy nerve signaling. A deficiency in either of these can mimic or contribute to symptoms like muscle weakness, fatigue, or spasms. When the body has all the nutrients it needs, it performs better overall, not just in terms of muscle health, but in circulation, digestion, and brain function too, all of which are connected in complex ways. Another key benefit of a nutrient-rich diet is its effect on inflammation. Many whole foods, including leafy greens, berries, nuts, and fatty fish, contain anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation, often a byproduct of aging and certain lifestyle habits, can lead to joint pain and muscle stiffness. Reducing inflammation through diet can relieve some of this discomfort, making it easier to stay active and stretch muscles regularly. Two more important factors in preventing cramps and maintaining strength. Ultimately, food is more than just fuel. It is information for the body. Every bite sends signals that either help the body maintain balance or push it toward dysfunction. For seniors, a thoughtful, well-balanced diet that includes the right vitamins, minerals, hydration, and macronutrients can go a long way in supporting muscle health. It can reduce the likelihood of cramps, improve physical performance, support recovery after activity, and enhance overall quality of life. Making smart choices in the kitchen today can mean stronger, more reliable muscles tomorrow, and that's a goal worth striving for at any age. Electrolytes are essential minerals that carry an electric charge and play a critical role in many bodily functions, especially muscle movement and nerve communication. Among the most important electrolytes for muscle health are potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium. These minerals work together to help muscles contract, relax, and recover. When there is an imbalance, whether too little or too much, muscles can become overly sensitive, leading to involuntary spasms or painful leg cramps. This is particularly common in seniors, as the aging process can naturally lead to lower levels of these crucial nutrients due to reduced dietary intake, less efficient absorption, or medication side effects. Potassium is often referred to as the muscle mineral because of its role in maintaining proper muscle function and nerve signaling. It helps regulate fluid balance and ensures that the nerves that communicate with muscles are firing correctly. A shortage of potassium can cause muscle weakness and cramping, especially during or after physical activity. Seniors who take certain medications, such as diuretics, are more likely to lose potassium through urine and may not realize how much this affects their muscle health. Foods like bananas, oranges, sweet potatoes, and avocados are rich in potassium and are also easy to include in a senior-friendly diet. Magnesium is another powerhouse mineral when it comes to preventing leg cramps. It works hand in hand with calcium to regulate muscle contractions. While calcium triggers muscles to contract, magnesium tells them when to relax. Without enough magnesium, muscles may contract too often or stay contracted longer than they should, leading to cramps and stiffness. Many seniors don't get enough magnesium through their diet, especially if they're not eating enough green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, or whole grains. It's also worth noting that chronic stress and certain health conditions can further deplete magnesium levels in the body. Calcium, best known for its role in maintaining strong bones, is equally important for muscle function. It plays a role in sending signals from nerves to muscles, helping to coordinate movements. A deficiency in calcium can make muscles more excitable and prone to cramping. This is particularly relevant for older adults, especially women, who are at greater risk for calcium loss due to hormonal changes. While dairy products are a common source of calcium, there are also non-dairy options like fortified plant-based milks, leafy greens, and tofu that can help maintain adequate levels. Sodium is often misunderstood, especially with the widespread advice to reduce salt intake. While excessive sodium can lead to high blood pressure, the body still needs a certain amount to function properly. Sodium helps balance fluids in and around cells and supports nerve and muscle function. Seniors who are sweating more due to heat or exercise, or who are on low sodium diets, may unintentionally fall below the levels needed for proper muscle performance. Low sodium can lead to muscle cramps, fatigue, and dizziness. The key is moderation, getting just enough sodium without overdoing it. The balance of these electrolytes is incredibly delicate. Too much or too little of any one of them can throw off the entire system. That's why maintaining a diet that includes a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, dairy or dairy alternatives, and whole foods is essential for supporting electrolyte levels. Hydration also plays a vital role, as water is the vehicle that helps transport these minerals throughout the body. Dehydration, even mild, can make it more difficult for electrolytes to do their job effectively. Understanding how these four electrolytes work together offers a powerful tool in preventing leg cramps and promoting better muscle function overall. They're not just scientific terms or nutrients on a label, they're vital components of daily comfort and movement. For seniors, ensuring a steady intake of potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium can help support active living, better rest, and fewer painful interruptions from unexpected cramps. When it comes to preventing leg cramps, especially in older adults, choosing the right foods can make a significant difference. Food is more than just fuel. It's a source of key nutrients that directly influence how your muscles function, how your nerves communicate, and how your body stays hydrated and balanced. A diet that includes a variety of natural, whole foods rich in essential minerals like potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium can help reduce both the frequency and severity of leg cramps. One of the best known foods for muscle health is the banana. This fruit is rich in potassium, easy to digest, and gentle on the stomach. It can be a quick and convenient snack for seniors, and even just one banana a day can help support electrolyte balance. Sweet potatoes are another excellent source, offering both potassium and magnesium. They are versatile, naturally sweet, and can be prepared in many senior-friendly ways such as baking or mashing. Avocados are a nutritional powerhouse, rich in potassium and healthy fats. The creamy texture is perfect for those who may have difficulty chewing, and avocados also contain magnesium, making them doubly beneficial. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are loaded with magnesium and calcium. These greens can be added to soups, smoothies, or gently sautéed for a soft texture that's easy to consume. Dairy products such as yogurt and milk are strong sources of calcium and also provide protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass. Yogurt additionally contains probiotics, which can support digestion and nutrient absorption, important for seniors who may have trouble absorbing minerals from food. For those who avoid dairy, fortified plant-based alternatives such as almond or soy milk can also offer calcium and vitamin D. Nuts and seeds should not be overlooked. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and chia seeds are rich in magnesium and can be a great snack or addition to cereals and yogurts. Nut butters are a great alternative for those who have difficulty chewing. Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel provide magnesium and anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. These nutrients not only help reduce muscle cramping, but also support overall cardiovascular and joint health. Watermelon is an excellent choice for hydration. It contains a high percentage of water along with potassium, making it a refreshing and helpful food for maintaining fluid balance and muscle function. Oranges and other citrus fruits also provide potassium and vitamin C, the latter of which supports connective tissue and helps with the absorption of other nutrients. Coconut water is another natural option that's rich in electrolytes, especially potassium and a small amount of sodium. It can be a great hydrating drink for those who need to replenish fluids, particularly after physical activity or during hot weather. Eggs, another versatile and easy to prepare food, offer protein and small amounts of essential minerals that support muscle repair and function. Each of these foods contributes a unique combination of nutrients that support muscle health in seniors. The key is variety. By including a wide range of these nutrient-dense options in your daily meals, you provide your body with the building blocks it needs to stay strong, flexible, and cramp-free. Whole foods work together naturally to restore balance, support energy levels, and promote healthier muscles. Small, consistent choices can add up to big improvements in how you feel, move, and rest, helping to make leg cramps a thing of the past. Hydration is a cornerstone of good health at any age, but for seniors, maintaining proper fluid balance becomes especially important in preventing issues like leg cramps. Water is essential for nearly every bodily function, including regulating temperature, transporting nutrients, supporting digestion, and most importantly for muscle health, balancing electrolytes. When the body is not properly hydrated, even mild dehydration can have noticeable effects, muscle cramps being one of the most common and uncomfortable symptoms. As we age, the body's ability to conserve water decreases. The sense of thirst also becomes less reliable, which means many older adults may not feel thirsty even when their bodies need water. Additionally, common medications taken for conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney issues may act as diuretics, causing the body to lose fluids more rapidly. This combination of reduced intake and increased loss makes seniors especially vulnerable to dehydration. Muscles require the right environment to function properly, and that includes being well hydrated. Fluids help maintain the proper balance of sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, key electrolytes that control how muscles contract and relax. Without enough fluids, these minerals can become concentrated in the blood, which disrupts their function and increases the risk of painful muscle spasms and cramps. Hydration also supports good circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients are efficiently delivered to muscle tissues and that waste products are removed promptly. The source of hydration matters too. While water is the best and most accessible choice, other fluids can also contribute to overall hydration. Herbal teas, broths, milk, and diluted fruit juices can be excellent additions to a daily fluid intake plan. Foods with high water content like cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and strawberries can also help keep the body hydrated while providing important vitamins and minerals. Coconut water is another beneficial option, especially for those needing an electrolyte boost. It contains potassium, sodium, and magnesium, making it a natural and refreshing way to maintain fluid and mineral balance. However, it should be consumed in moderation due to its natural sugar content. To stay properly hydrated, seniors should aim to drink small amounts of fluid throughout the day rather than waiting until they feel thirsty. Keeping a water bottle nearby, setting reminders, or incorporating more fluid, rich foods into meals are practical strategies. In warmer weather or during physical activity, the need for fluids increases, so being proactive is key. If urine is dark or infrequent, it's often a sign that the body needs more water. Preventing dehydration is not just about avoiding cramps. It also helps support clearer thinking, steadier energy, better digestion, and healthier skin. When the body is hydrated, it functions more smoothly and comfortably. In the context of muscle health, staying well hydrated can reduce the likelihood of cramps, improve muscle performance, and enhance overall quality of life. Simple steps like sipping water regularly and eating hydrating foods can have a profound impact on how the body feels and performs, especially as we grow older. Integrating muscle, supporting foods into a senior's daily diet can offer real relief from leg cramps, but it's important to do so safely and thoughtfully. Older adults often face unique dietary challenges, including difficulty chewing, reduced appetite, medication interactions, and specific health conditions that require careful planning. Fortunately, with a little awareness and creativity, these nutrient-rich foods can be easily and safely included in everyday meals to promote better muscle function and overall well-being. The first step is to start slowly and focus on variety. Introducing too many new foods at once can upset digestion or feel overwhelming. Instead, begin with a few key items that are easy to prepare and well tolerated. Bananas, for example, are soft, convenient, and high in potassium. They can be sliced into cereal, blended into smoothies, or eaten on their own. Sweet potatoes, rich in both potassium and magnesium, can be baked, mashed, or pureed for easier consumption. Their naturally sweet taste also makes them appealing to many seniors. For those who enjoy dairy, plain yogurt, or milk is a great source of calcium and protein. If dairy is not well tolerated, try fortified plant-based milks like almond or oat milk, which can offer similar benefits when chosen carefully. These can be added to oatmeal, blended into drinks, or used in soups for a creamy texture. Leafy greens such as spinach or kale are full of magnesium and calcium, but can be tough to chew. To make them easier to eat, lightly steam them, chop them into small pieces, or blend them into soups or green smoothies. Avocados are another gentle, nutrient-dense option. Their creamy texture makes them easy to digest, and they offer both potassium and healthy fats. Spread avocado on whole grain toast, mix it into salads, or add it to smoothies. Nuts and seeds provide magnesium and healthy fats, but they can be hard to chew for some. In that case, consider nut butters or ground seed options like chia pudding or flaxseed meal mixed into yogurt or oatmeal. Hydrating foods such as watermelon, oranges, and cucumbers can be refreshing and beneficial. They are easy to prepare and help support fluid intake, which is key for electrolyte balance and muscle health. Adding slices of citrus fruits to water can also make hydration more enjoyable. Coconut water, while high in potassium and electrolytes, should be consumed in moderation due to natural sugars. Consulting a healthcare provider before adding it regularly is a good idea. It's essential to consider any medications being taken. For example, some blood pressure drugs can affect potassium levels, so potassium-rich foods should be balanced carefully. Seniors or caregivers should always check with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian before making significant dietary changes, especially if chronic conditions like kidney disease or diabetes are present. Meal prepping can also make it easier to stick to healthy eating habits. Preparing snacks like pre-cut fruits and vegetables, single-serve yogurt containers, or small bags of trail mix can provide convenient access to muscle, supporting nutrients throughout the day. Using herbs and spices instead of excess salt helps maintain flavor without overloading sodium, which is important for those watching blood pressure. Eating nutrient-rich foods doesn't have to be complicated or boring. With thoughtful planning, small adjustments and an eye toward personal needs, seniors can safely enjoy a wide range of foods that help support muscle function, reduce leg cramps, and improve overall health. Building a balanced, enjoyable eating routine is not just a way to prevent discomfort. It's a way to feel better, move more freely, and live more vibrantly each day. In conclusion, preventing leg cramps in seniors is not just about treating symptoms. It's about addressing the body's needs in a complete and thoughtful way. Through a balanced diet rich in essential electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium, along with proper hydration and mindful food choices, we can support muscle health in a natural and effective manner, including nutrient-dense foods such as bananas, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, dairy or fortified alternatives, nuts, seeds, and hydrating fruits can make a real difference in how the body feels and functions, especially as we age. It's also important to remember that every person is different. Seniors and caregivers should always consult healthcare professionals when making significant dietary changes, especially when managing medications or chronic conditions. With gentle, consistent steps, we can help reduce leg cramps, improve mobility, and enhance overall quality of life. Let food be a source of strength, comfort, and healing. Through thoughtful nutrition, we empower the body to move better, rest more peacefully, and enjoy life with greater ease and independence. Thank you for joining this conversation on senior health. Your time and attention are steps toward a healthier, more comfortable future.